2,000 meters, they often racing. Not a bad start for them. Interested to see where the speed's going to be. Right up there is Medler's Tart. Flower of Saigon also in a handy position. Santa Teresa, and against the panels, Future Girl also wants to be part of that speed battle. Around them is First Street. For now, it's Medler's Tart who's just in front with the outside First Street. Against the fence in third is Future Girl. Santa Teresa's a lot closer to the speed. Just shows you how slow they're going up in front. Flower of Saigon's just in behind them. 5 lengths off them. Further back is Double Check, who travels with Definitely Maybe. Then comes Sarajevo. Veronica Mars is one from last, and the back marker is Winter Scout, and I would say there's only 7 lengths from top to tail. They're directly on the far side of the track, and in front is Medler's Tart and crawling, doing it by a length and a bit within second First Street. Then comes Flower of Saigon. In fourth is Future Girl. Santa Teresa has been given every chance by Richard Faria, and only 5 lengths off them. On the inside of that is Double Check. Sarajevo goes 3 deep to the 900. Then comes Veronica Mars, Definitely Maybe, and Winter Scout as they race in tight quarters. There's still only 7 lengths in it, and they homeward bound. They greet the judge, and it's Medler's Tart who's in front, and now clicks it up with First Street in second. On the inside is Future Girl. Then behind that one is Double Check. Flower of Saigon. Where's Santa Teresa? The answer to that is to the middle outside. White sleeves and white cap being tracked by Veronica Mars. They at the 400, and First Street comes forward to tackle Medler's Tart. In behind them is Flower of Saigon. Santa Teresa. Further back is Veronica Mars, being asked to run, but Flower of Saigon has now popped its nose in front. First Street, Medler's Tart, and behind that is Double Check. Santa Teresa still 6 lengths off them as Flower of Saigon goes well clear into the closing stages, and Flower of Saigon's going to win the Betway Jockey Club Stakes. Second very close, you've got First Street, Double Check, as well as on the outside Santa Teresa. She stays much further than this, and you can see Smunga Khumalo hooked out, still traveling beautifully to the 500, and now quickens away. Santa Teresa given every chance. Veronica Mars, like I say, didn't pick up. First Street, I thought there was a gutsy run from First Street with Marco van Rensburg. But ultimately, the 2023 Betway InsureBet Jockey Club Stakes goes to Flower of Saigon. I'm sure Glenn Kotson will be watching back at home. To Miss G. Berg and to Mr. MJT Wickens, congratulations. Lovely win, and I think there's lots more to come from this individual.
Welcome back to Fairview. We've just seen the running of our feature race this afternoon courtesy of Betway. Thanks very much for the incentives. The man standing with me, he gets the World Sports Betting 1,500 Rand, and his name is, listen to this, Passion. So there we go, Passion, and he's from the Kotson stable in the Western Cape, from Glen Kotson stable. Very, very well done, Passion, to you. Tremendous. That's 1,500 Rand. He's going to give that to Nadine. He's going to stay here with me. There we go. See how I grabbed you back there. EPOL, also part of the sponsorship. Thanks very much, Karen. They get a trophy as well as another check, so some more money from EPOL towards you guys. Very well done, Passion. Tremendous. Great to see. Now, well done to Martin and to Gisela. Now, Martin Wickens, Gisela Berg have been in the racing for a long, long time. I go back, way back with him, and as a matter of fact, with family of the winner, Flower of Saigon as well. So it's really a special moment this afternoon. Smunga Khumalo aboard today, and I thought a top ride because there was a bit of quality in this race, and I'm sure you're going to just talk us through it. Well done to you, Smunga.
Thanks, Neil. Big thanks, obviously, to Glenn. He just left the instructions on the paper, said, listen, you need to just track these 2 horses and just make sure you have them on your radar. And, you know, this really will always give you, and very gutsy. But when I came in the ring, obviously, not knowing, just carrying a little bit of condition, I thought, oh, well, but I know Glenn was really confident. And I thought, as soon as we came out, we took a little bit of time to try and make it go forward, but I ended up going forward, came in straight, waited a little bit. When the challenges came and they faded away, and it was a matter of how far. She still had plenty in hand. I think the last 150, still playing with her ears, so if anything would have come, she would have dug down deep. And again, big thanks obviously to the owners. You did tell me earlier on that you did have a mother of this filly, so yeah, very special for you and the owners, so well done. And yeah, to my sponsors, Maurice Fontaine for Hoppers Gift, well done to them. And again, to Betway, well done for making up such a nice race day event. And yeah, to also World Bet for giving up the 1.5 to the grooms. You know, the guys were really excited when I was on the horse, and so it's always nice that we come home first.
Tremendous. I'm going to ask Jonathan Bloomberg from Betway to come in and just get a nice photo in there with you. Samanga, Blink, Kamalo, Betway sponsored this race this afternoon, and he goes home with an extra bottle of bubbly. Well done.
Thank you again to Glenn, and obviously to all the guys that brought the filly here. Well done. And yeah, to the Blink fans. Whoop, whoop.
Here we go. There's a whoop, whoop. Now we're going to move straight into the... Sharon, are you going to come on behalf of Glenn Cotson? All right, so Sharon's going to come into picture with the microphone on behalf of the Glenn Cotson stable. Don't get this confused, because obviously we've got extra coming courtesy of Betway as well for the local trainers. But let's first go to the visiting trainer, the stable of Glenn Cotson. And yes, I'm sure that they'll be thrilled to bits. And I'm sure that Glenn's already been on the phone with you more than likely, Sharon.
Not yet. I don't think we've given him gap to get through. He's
Okay.
been on the phone to Greg already.
Okay.
So, you know, I'd just like to say well done to them. You know, it's quite a feat. They have to travel from Cape Town here. But his horses travelled well and saddled well. And a nice ride from Samanga. So, you know, congratulations to the
Owners.
to everybody involved in it. To Miss Berg and Mr. Wickens. And I see he's also the breeder of the horse. So
Yes, he is.
double congratulations for that.
Tremendous. Okay, we're going to hand that over to you. So give me the books along, because you're going to move this way to your left. Come into the picture, Jonathan. And there is the floating trophy with regards to... is it a floating trophy? No, it goes home with him. It goes home with him. So well done to Martin Wiggins and Gisela Berg and the Glenn Cotson stable. And thanks very much to the beautiful trophy from Betway as well. Then we're going to move on to... Thank you. Now you're going to stay here, because listen to this. We can zoom in a little bit. Now, Betway, yes, Jonathan, if you can come into the picture, you can hold it up across in front of us. Lift it up a bit so they can see the name of the brand. This is a lovely, lovely incentive coming through. And the man on your right, Jonathan, I think he's behind this because he loves PE racing. So what's happened is the first local trainer, a horse that has placed in this feature race this afternoon, gets the extra bonus. This is for the winning trainer, which is 15,000 Rand. That goes to Sharon Cotson for running second with number 2 in the race. I must just get the right name quickly. And that is First Street. So extra 15K for you. And then don't go away, because that goes to the winning owners of the horse that ran second this afternoon, courtesy of Betway, another 35K. Look at Greg smiling in the background there as well. And that's Greg Cotson smiling. So very, very well done to you. Hold the microphone over there, if you don't mind, towards Jonathan. Jonathan, I'm going to keep Sharon here, because we mentioned earlier on air today as well that we've seen incentives, nobody has come up with that thought. And I think you're the man behind that. Very well done.
Thanks, Neil. Listen, I think it's just a race within itself. And I think what's quite close to our heart is, well, for me especially, is that P is a great jurisdiction for racing. There's great fun. It's a pleasure to be here today. But I think what we normally see when stakes are high, that we have a lot of raiders that come here. And I think for the trainers and the owners and the jockeys who are part of this place, I think they need something extra to shout for. Wonderful. And I think that's what we've done here.
All right, because we have always invited everybody else. We've always had and said, come on, guys, take us on, come to PE. The local lads will take you on. And yes, they sometimes do bring stronger horses as well. So it's awesome to see our local lads getting rewarded as well. I love the idea. And let's hope it's the first of many from Betway.
There are more.
There are more. Thanks very much. It's been a great race this afternoon. Thank you, courtesy of Betway. The winning race, obviously, the horse goes to the Glenn Cotson stable. But on the local front, it's Sharon Cotson. Thank you to all.
The Cotson's clean.